Hi guys, it's Nicole, and I have finally found the time and motivation to edit my February 2024 month in review layout. Many of you have been asking where the video for February is. Why can't you find it? Could I provide a link to it? Up until tonight, I could not, because I am pretty sure I just did not have the time to deal with editing the video in late February. And then the more time that passed, the more I just kept forgetting about it. So December's video will go up tomorrow with Lisa's video, and I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and edit February's footage, get it posted tonight so that all 12 months are done on the 31st of December. So by the time December goes live, all 12 months will be there. Now, this footage is from February, so I don't have the best memory of it. However, January and February were both double page layouts. I am going to see if this sketch bundle is still available on Scrapbook Generation. I purchased it years ago. Anytime I've ever seen like a calendar themed sketch bundle, month in review, anything like that from them, I will go ahead and purchase it, even if I don't think I'm going to use it in the near future, because to me those are always going to be useful if I'm going to continue to do month in review as part of my scrapbooking, and I probably will. So if they're still on their site, I'll go ahead and link to them. But I started out this series following it was a 2-page sketch bundle where the photos are edited or cropped or arranged within the sketch, kind of like you see here on my 4x6 prints, like you would traditionally see on a calendar. As I was clipping the footage and I couldn't figure out why, I suddenly was having an issue. I love the layout of this one, and I think I pivoted and started doing just full sheet collages after this one, because this one was one of those ones that, in Lisa's words, broke me. The sketch itself gives you the measurement to make your photos. And I want to say it's about 1.75 wide by 2 inches high. So this entire time I've been doing those collages, that is the size that I've been making my photos. However, if you take 7 1.75 photos, they don't equal 12 inches. And this was the point where I'm confused, because I'm like, I know I cropped these right. I know I followed the directions on the sketch. I thought by going ahead and doing a lot of the work in Photoshop and printing it, that it would speed up the process a little bit. Unfortunately, that math was not right. I don't know that, like, if you've ever purchased sketches from Scrapbook Generation, they're all amazing, but they don't have time to do like real applications of every single sketch that they make. So I don't know that I've ever seen examples from them with this sketch bundle. So I don't know that they're even aware that the numbers are off. I may go ahead and send an email and just be like, hey, 100% this could be user error. It could just be something's not right on the measurements or something. But what I ended up doing was I trimmed all of those little collages that I made, trimmed the individual photos out, and at this point I don't even think that they are that 1.75 anymore. What I'm going to do is essentially attach them to my white cardstock background. I'm going to try to leave a thin white border between them so that they still have that designation between the photos. And I'm going to try my best to keep things straight and aligned while still giving me those openings that I want to come back in with pattern paper. And what I'm going to do is get through, I think I did the first 6 of them and just kind of figured, okay, when I get towards that center margin, whichever photo lands there, I will just trim that one down to be skinnier. Because again, 7 of those don't add up to 12 inches. So somewhere in that array of photos, and I think on this one, it is that bottom right one of my daughter and our dog, I made it much thinner. So this would have been perfect if the math had worked out. Like, I could have just put the 4-inch like photo collages that I had made in Photoshop, but unfortunately something was not right there, and I was like, I have to figure this out. I have to keep going. I'm pretty sure in February I was really just kind of, it was busy. February is also competition time for my daughter's cheer squad. So a lot of weekends are taken up with traveling to competitions and stuff, and I don't have that, the weekend time to either craft or edit and that kind of thing. So this was my solution, and then I'm gonna just kind of keep building everything over here. I almost wish I had kept this style because I really liked it. I think with March, I was just so frustrated and I needed to move on. That was where I had a pivot of just doing those like 8x10 photo collages, or however big they ended up being. This was a fun mix of like larger photos. So I took some of my favorite ones and made them large. My son only showed up in one, so he got a larger size photo, and it's only half of his face. And I kind of want to point that out because with month in review, I think it's very personal. I think you need to decide what is going to work for you. What do you want to show in your month in review? Like, what photos do you classify as going on those type of layouts and that kind of a thing? For me, it's things that I don't want to dedicate a separate layout to, but I also don't want to have those photos live on my hard drive or my phone. So this is the happy medium for me. Now, this is a lot of photos of my dog and my daughter, okay? I don't even think my husband made any of these photos, but this is an accurate representation of what my life looks like sometimes. And I think sometimes people decide not to try month in review or not to do something like this because they think that the life that they live is boring. And I'm here to tell you that that is okay. It is okay to be a homebody. It is okay to sort of have, similar photos of either the people in your house, the animals in your house, the activities that you're doing. Maybe you do a monthly look at things that you're reading, things that you're watching, restaurants that you tried. There's so many different things that you can kind of incorporate into it. And I kind of want to try to do that for 2026. And maybe have a spot where I can put, this was how many books I read. This was what my husband and I were binge watching for the month. Just, those kinds of things that maybe I didn't necessarily take a photo of, but is still interesting because it is still part of our daily lives or our like daily routines. So I talked through a lot of the process, but this is all stuff that I did every single month. I cut apart the 6x4 journal card and used one of them as like a title card. I printed my journaling directly onto the other half of it. I used different style notebook punches to give their edges a little bit more interest. I filled in with things that I liked and made sense to me or for that month. With February, I did try to find a lot of things that were pink and red. For the record, From Simple Stories is not necessarily a monthly or holiday themed collection where something like Bella Boulevard My Life 365 is. This one is very everyday with those additions of having the month either fully written out, abbreviated, numerically represented on a brad or a die cut, which I think makes things easier to use sometimes, but then sometimes if you are really leaning into like a season, it can be a little bit more difficult to try to find. Like, there's no red paper in this collection, and I don't even think there's pink. So like, I loved that the titles were pink and red, but there wasn't anything other than the strips that I had been using for borders that was pink and red. This one I'm pretty sure I stole the idea from Lisa to make like a floral border. I can't remember which month she did this in, but I was like, ooh, yes, we're gonna remember this and we're gonna do that too. And then this is one of those things where when you do a photo collage, I tend to recommend leaving these gaps open. I think it allows you to see a lot of the pictures by breaking it up with something like pattern paper or embellishments. You could even swap out like the journaling card where I've just done some basic journaling and instead put the information about the photos in those blank areas and, you know, kind of put 4 or 5 photos worth of information on each of those and have it be housed within that photo collage. You could add photos, you could take photos away. If you had ones that you couldn't crop in a vertical orientation, you could take up like 2 of the spots and do a horizontal orientation. So many different like ways that you can go with a photo collage, which is probably why I like them so much for month in review. I'm in the planning stages and trying to figure out what, if anything, I want to do for 2026. And for me, it's a little bit difficult because, yes, I'm planning one layout. So, like, I'm planning January. But I also need to think about streamlining it a little bit to where I have carved out kind of a repetitive solution to then follow, if that makes sense. And just like every other layout in this series, I just pick and choose embellishments that catch my eye, that I like, that I think are going to fit well. And I get to a point where I feel like the layout is full enough and I call it from there. You know, if it's done, it's done. I think at this point, I just had this one little square that I wanted to go ahead and fill in. Some of the ones that look blank are actually such a light pattern that it's not picking up on the video very well, but you'll be able to see it in the still photos. So definitely kind of take a peek at that. And that's going to be it for this layout. So I love this one. I kind of forgot about it. So it was kind of a nice, nice look back. And again, I kind of wish that I had stayed with this design element, but you know, at least I have a whole year done. So I'm going to leave you guys here. Be on the lookout for December tomorrow, unless, you know, you're catching this at a different time. Like I said, all 12 months are available. I will link the playlist for all my month in review stuff in the description box, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.